Imagine waking up one morning and finding out you suddenly need a large sum of money. You rush to check your finances, wondering what assets you can tap into right away. This is where understanding the difference between liquid and fixed assets becomes crucial. At its core, the distinction between liquid and fixed assets lies in how quickly you can convert them to cash. Liquid assets are like those emergency funds you can access almost instantly. Think cash in the bank, stocks, or any asset that can be swiftly sold off without a significant change in value. They're the financial equivalent of having cash in your pocket or a card in your wallet, ready to use at a moment's notice. On the other hand, fixed assets are more like the stable foundation of your financial house. These are tangible items or investments that take longer to convert into cash. They include things like real estate, vehicles, or machinery. You may need them for your long-term stability, but converting them to cash might require a more involved process, such as selling property or finding a buyer for your car. Fixed assets are not easily liquidated without potentially losing some value or incurring additional costs. Let's dive into a practical example to illustrate this difference. Consider John, a small business owner. John has savings in a high-interest savings account and some shares in a tech company. These are his liquid assets. He can access these funds relatively quickly if he needs to cover a sudden business expense or wants to invest in an opportunity with immediate returns. The shares might fluctuate in value, but they remain easily sold within a day or two. In contrast, John also owns the building where his business operates and the equipment he uses daily. These are his fixed assets. They contribute significantly to the business's value, but selling them is a lengthy process. If John decided to sell the building, he would need to list it on the market, find a buyer, negotiate a price, and go through legal formalities. This could take months, during which he wouldn't have immediate access to the cash. Understanding these differences helps in strategic financial planning. With liquid assets, you have flexibility and the ability to act quickly, which is essential in times of financial emergencies or when opportunities arise. Fixed assets offer security and substantial value over time, contributing to long-term growth and stability, but they lack the immediate liquidity for urgent needs. This brings us to an important reflection. Balance is key. The right mix of liquid and fixed assets can strengthen your financial position. Too many fixed assets might leave you cash-strapped in emergencies, while too many liquid assets might mean missing out on the potential appreciation or tax advantages that fixed assets could offer. Consider your financial goals and risk tolerance when deciding which assets to prioritize. In the end, understanding the different roles these assets play in your financial life can empower you to make better decisions. Imagine your financial security as a well-balanced ecosystem, where liquid assets provide agility and fixed assets offer solidity. By managing both wisely, you can navigate life's financial challenges with confidence and seize opportunities that come your way. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel for more financial insights.